watching Channel M today. And with us, Mick Ferry. Mick's a regular compere at the Comedy Store. He's currently preparing to head off to Edinburgh. But as he prepares, he's given us a few minutes to chat about what's in the papers today and tell us about what he's up to. Hello, mate.
How are you doing? You all right?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
I've never seen you this smart. I've mentioned that before. I don't normally see you like that. Well,
no,
that means like I signed to see you in other ways, but I've never seen you in a suit before.
No.
So what does he wear when he's presenting his radio show? Do we not want to know?
You don't want to know, really. But you see, it's usually advertising some form of underwear, and that's just it. And yeah. Actually,
nothing else?
The Mega Page for Men was the latest one as well, which is just like the Wonder
Went
Bra.
down a storm in the foyer of the Lowry Theatre,
yes.
didn't it? Yes, the Mega Pouch for Men. Ladies of a certain age were raising an eyebrow or two. Talk about Edinburgh in a minute, but I don't know what you think about the Blue Peter Garden coming to Manchester, because it's coming...
Salford.
To Salford, yeah, right. Manchester, Greater Manchester.
It's not a wind-up, it's true.
Well, you know, Media City's going to be the Beeb, isn't it? All the Beeb's going to be Media City.
That, yeah.
And children's are coming, children's TV are coming, so they're going to bring the Blue Peter Garden. What would Blue Peter be without the Blue Peter Garden, Mick?
A garden in Salford, though. I'm not, I mean, that's a rarity to start off with, isn't it? You know, it's only a matter of time before it's going to be left on bricks. I mean, I'm not knocking Salford, but you know,
yes, you are.
You know, straight away there's a few local scallies are probably thinking, a garden. Let's find out where that is. And,
Mick's from Oldham, I should point.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I can't knock it. We haven't got a garden in Oldham.
Were you a Blue Peter viewer as a kid, or did you watch
yeah, because there's nothing else on.
That's what I was saying.
Is that the only reason you watched?
The only reason you watched. There was nothing else on. Kids' TV used to start at 4 and it used to finish at 6, and it used to always finish with Ivor the Engine, and then that was it.
Yeah, no, that's true. There's so much choice now.
Oh, the little programmes. There was Ivor the Engine, wasn't there, and Rhubarb and Custard and the Wombles and all those kind of things that went on just before the news at 5:45. So what era of Blue Peter presenter are you then? Were you watching Val Pete and John?
No,
later than that?
John Noakes when he was getting mad. And because he did go mad on it, didn't he? Really, he turned into like a children's version of Alan Partridge.
Far too impartial.
Just when he was going mad. I don't know if he's properly mad, but he seemed like he was going mad. And I can't really remember. When you were naming pets, it was silly. You never made any of your stuff they showed you, because you never had it.
You didn't do the make and do's.
No, I didn't.
You only watched it because there was nothing else on.
To be honest, they always looked rubbish, didn't they?
Well, there were a million Tracy Island makers across the country that Anthea made.
Was terrible. I'm not too sure about the health and safety on that. I imagine quite a few of them went up in flames on Christmas Day.
All right, let's move from Salford. Let's go to Bolton, because I saw a story in the paper yesterday. It may be in the papers today about there's a school in Bolton in Brighton where they had the noise pollution inspectors in, because people were complaining in the vicinity that the children were making too much noise laughing at playtime.
Right, this is surrounding neighbours. Right. How long's that school been there, by the way?
Years, I would imagine.
Yeah, so excuse me, but what type of person are you looking to buy a property?
It's near a school.
Is that a school? Do they play out at certain times during the day? They might be a bit of noise.
They're having too much fun and laughing at playtime. What they want them, presumably, is to play. Is to maybe just march around and
should be seen and not heard.
That's the strangest part about it. It's the fact that they're laughing that's
kids
irritated
having a lovely time
them.
at playtime.
Yeah, that's when you're meant to laugh. That's when you're meant to
playtime games.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What did you play? Wally, I don't know.
Wally's play Wally, 007,
Yes, 007.
It's, you can only score with headers and volleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you do all join up for?
Cheney, I think we called that.
Yeah.
We're creative at Ellesmere.
All in, that's what it was. Yeah, you need all in for war.
And girls weren't allowed to...
Girls weren't allowed because girls stunk. That's when you were that age, girls stunk. They were
Shall I just step back and let Miss Warhurst take this one on?
Oh, yeah, but when you get to secondary school, then you realise that girls don't stink at all. They just...
and they want nothing to do with you because you smell.
Well, yeah, that's right, yeah.
See, they exact their revenge eventually, don't they?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And what do you think about the fact that Manchester is potentially being twinned with LA?
See, I thought this was another wind-up as well. Is this...
No.
Why do we do that?
See, New York I couldn't understand, fair enough, but LA, beaches, palm trees, sun.
But it's quite flattering because they chose us. They were looking for a British city.
Really?
Yeah, and they chose Manchester.
So why have they chose Manchester then?
Well, because it could have been worse. It could have been Birmingham, couldn't it?
I would imagine that was on the short list.
Oh, it was on the short list. I don't know what
is it LA v LA? It's not like Lower Accrington or anything like that, is it?
No, it's the real
I haven't checked. It is Los Angeles, isn't it? You just told me it was LA.
Have you not seen the artist's impression of the Channel M team in Hollywood?
But that was on the assumption it was Los Angeles. We have actually checked that it's not Lower Accrington,
they've flown over from Los. There we are, see?
There they are, see, look.
All right, OK.
Channel M News could look like that were it to
they're
come
not
from
confused because
the
we've got Hollywood. Have they? They've not made
it.
that confusion, have they? They've thought, oh right, okay. You know, because I'm not knocking Americans, but they're not smartest when it comes to spelling, are they? So
no.
Yeah. So is that the reason? Do you think?
I've no idea. What are you doing at Edinburgh this year?
I'm doing my own show for the full month. I may as well get the plug in now. I'm at the TV at the Gilded Balloon, 10 o'clock every night.
Oh, lovely.
And it's the first time I've done a solo show up there. I've been putting it off for years.
Why?
Because it costs a fortune.
OK, that's fair enough. That's a straight.
So does that mean that you sort of feel well established enough to really go for it?
Well,
now?
it's not a case of feeling well established. It's just something I just need to get out of my system and do. You don't have to do it. It's an industry jolly for a month, you know, and. What happens is comics go and spend quite a few thousand up there and get some rubbish reviews and come on feeling pretty bad about themselves.
Or they go up there and get spotted by people and end up with a series on telly. You used to win the Perrier Award, you ended up on Channel 4, time was, wasn't it?
Well, that's true, yeah, you used to get that, but the Perrier doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Does it not?
No, it doesn't, no. It was the IF Awards for the last couple of years, but...
Again, it's about sponsorship and money and investment and the like. So
I've designed the show just so I can make sure I win every night, because it's called the Comedy Final. And,
that is a good idea.
So I'm the MC and I'm all 5 finalists, and I win every night. So if the critics like me or not, nobody's going to win more awards than me.
You're still a winner. We
this
should
year.
create some TV awards in that.
Do you think?
You should do, yeah.
The award for best presenter called Nina Warhurst on Channel M today.
Yes.
I think you'd stand a pretty good chance of that.
Best pink tie wearer.
Best pink tie wearer. Do you like that?
Being with a shout on that one,
yeah. Maybe. I don't know. We could see. We could work for that. So we'll enjoy it. When is the Edinburgh Festival for you? So that people, if you want to go up and see it.
It starts next week, actually. So it starts officially from the 5th of August right through till the 31st. And I've got a preview. I was going to say,
people get to Edinburgh, they can see the show in Manchester.
Yeah, because we've got Mick Ferry Space Cadets tomorrow night at TV21 Bar in the Northern Quarter. You still haven't been.
I know.
We've been running for 2 years now.
I know.
It's probably the best comedy night.
Mates have been and say it's a very funny night.
Yeah, it's always the last Tuesday of the month.
Well, I think I'm going to head down tomorrow, Andy, so you should come.
Yeah, and I'm on tomorrow, and Justin Morris as well. We're doing our previews tomorrow. We're not having our usual madness that we do at the Space Cadets.
No.
I was telling you about that.
Yes,
people kick themselves in the head and so on.
No, that. Just you and Justin, that'll be a good night.
Yeah.
So it all kicks off, get there for 8. And
get there for 8, the show starts at 8:30, yeah.
Terrific. Enjoy Edinburgh, thanks for coming in.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Hopefully see you tomorrow.